Hello players, here comes the build breakdown. In my exotic slot I'm running the Ninja Bike Messenger Backpack. This item suits the hybrid build very well, since it comes with all 3 core attributes: weapon damage, armor and a skill tier. Its talent Resourceful unlocks 1 additional brand set bonus. In the case of our gloves we have 15% explosive damage, getting unlocked 10% skill haste. Gloves roll with skill damage and crit damage. When you take a look at my knee pads, you are probably seeing the most representative piece of the entire build. Here you have all the major values you want to run: crit damage, explosive damage, skill damage, and 1 more crit damage roll. It's recalibrated to armor to get additional survivability. Just as our last piece of armor roll, the Picaro holster. Indeed, this item is a trinity roll, because it comes with the skill tier and the weapon damage of 15% as well. Everything just like this item is rolled to skill damage. Our chest and mask, I opted Empress International, since skill damage and skill efficiency are just too juicy to miss out on. Here we added some crit chance on top to get to a decent total amount. The talent on the chest is unbreakable for obvious reasons. It's meta survivability. You can run possibly tag team, kinetic momentum, maybe even glass cannon if you want to switch your specialization. Speaking about specialization, the technician is the favored one, since it gives us the last missing skill tier to get to a skill tier 6 build. It also has some other bonus like doing more damage to enemy hives or getting bonus armor when you're aiming a skill. The weapon of choice is the capacitor. With this weapon you are getting base weapon damage from yellow cores, and also by shooting your enemies you are getting skill damage for each bullet that lands on your enemy. You get up to 60% skill damage, and with 6 yellow cores you get 45 weapon damage. Its roll damage to armor suits very well with explosions, since those be affected by armor damage values. Comes with 12%. The explosive sticky bomb is my main damaging tool. It has a cooldown of 22 seconds, so you want it to land very well. It can stagger your enemy and deals 1.3 million roughly damage in PvP. The second skill is something I'd like to switch back and forth between the explosive seeker mine and another one I'll get to in a second. Both these skills, the single explosive seeker mine and the sticky bomb, have the ability to stagger your opponent. This is great in a hybrid build, since you can finish off your enemy with weapon damage. Staggering or one-shotting players is both an option depending on your cooldowns, your positioning and your gameplay. An alternative skill to run here would be the Burster Firefly. Since we do not have access to the turret, the artillery turret, I'd like to show you a very underrated skill. I barely see this skill being used in PvP, but I tell you, it's completely devastating. You can deal accurately AoE damage on up to 10 targets. I would say 1.2 million damage is more than chip damage to those enemy players. Anyway, you can also mark your opponent's hives, drones, decoys, since you need multiple targets to attach it to. Regardless of which skill you are choosing, you have the one-shot capability, as you see in the footage. I hope you like it. If so, give me a like, follow for more content, and have a good one.